Hello guys, welcome back to Pure Heart. Chris here, as usual, back again with another album review. Guys, before we get started, make sure you guys hit that like button. Also, don't forget to comment down below. And if you're new here, or if you're a returning visitor and you haven't yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button. It really helps out this channel, but let's get into it. So Called by Avalon, which I'm just going to stop it right there. It's an Avalon CD. Going into this album, as you guys can't tell, I was super excited because Avalon was very popular within the Christian 2000s, which is might I add, the best year for Christian music. That early 2000s was amazing. Okay, don't at me. You would lose that. But this is Avalon releasing an album in 2020, and so going in, I was super excited about this album because the last one that they released was in 2009, I believe. However, just being honest, it's kind of all that's exciting about it. I mean, I don't know what I was going to expect from a Avalon CD. I mean, probably something like an amazing hit like Testify Love. But I feel like Keeper of My Heart would probably be that bigger hit, which honestly, going into the album, that was actually one of the songs that I heard, one of their first singles, which was Keeper of My Heart. And not gonna lie, I like it. It had a very nice groove to it. Just a very fun song, and it felt a little bit different than from hearing it on the radio, because I was like, whoa, what's this? And that's how I learned out of how that there's a new Avalon CD coming out because of Keeper of My Heart. So, if you guys listen to Keeper of My Heart, well, you guys kind of got the high of it. There's other good songs on it. Just with this album, it does feel a little bit less memorable. There's some bad within it. Just the way that the music style is, a lot of people may be like, okay, this is kind of cringeworthy, really. And just with some of the lyrics, it does have a little bit of shallow lyrics. You don't get your old school Avalon amazingness. You just get your new school Avalon bleh. The best way to describe it is, or at least this album, is whenever Newsboys came back, which, not gonna lie, huge Newsboys fan, FYI. However, just within just some recent albums, they've kind of like so with this Avalon's album, it's kind of like that, where it's just like, you know what, I can see what you're going for, you know, trying to get more of that mainstay Christian music. And if this album was released, say, 5 years ago or 7 years ago, then it would literally fit within that time frame of Christian music. But now it's released in 2020, and it sounds like, yeah, that was released 7 years ago. And this album is totally weird because I totally want to destroy it, but you know, I got that nostalgia hit, so I also want to love it at the same time. So that's a little hard right there. Especially, you know, just growing up listening to that type of music, then hearing this, and it's like, oh, come on, man. I mean, not to say that this album is totally bad, because they got some good songs. Like, Keeper of My Heart is actually one of my favorite songs off this album. There's also another one that's called Lanterns. Just the way it's musically done is very, very nice and very beautifully done. I saw some other reviews that love Just Can't Stop My Hallelujah, so that's another great one. And then, you know, just really just trying to meditate on this album and just really just trying to find out a song that stuck out in my head besides those three songs, and there really wasn't. So that's like really bad for an album, because you want to at least come away with something and be like, oh dude, that was like really great. I mean, probably some of the things that you'll remember is, wow, that's a pretty short album, because it is a short album. It's 10 songs, 36 minutes, perfect length. Personally, just for a few songs, it doesn't really resonate, and so overall, I'm probably gonna have to give this album, it's really hard. I mean, I'm gonna really hate doing this because I'm a huge Avalon fan, but I was really disappointed within this album. I'm gonna have to give this album a 2.75 out of 5. Casually listening to on the Christian radio. Yeah, I was very disappointed with this album. This album just didn't do anything. It didn't hit any new ground. It would have been better if it was released 7 years ago. But then again, it would have been meh. There's just some things that it's just not memorable. Besides for a few good songs like Keeper of My Heart and Lanterns, and just some stuff here and there, it's not really memorable at the end of the day. But hey, if you guys would, leave a like on this video, comment down below what your favorite song off of this album was, and also what you guys want me to review, whatever it may be, or talk about. Who knows? And also, if you're new here, or if you're a returning visitor, but you haven't yet subscribed, then hey, hit that subscribe button. It really helps out this channel, and I love them.